This is Annapurna SK from 5th semester GM University, Davangere, CSE. Today, in this video, I'll be explaining the AR VR based interactive club game developed using Unity. This project was implemented as part of our course requirements, and we have worked. I have worked from phase 5 to 7, including gameplay mechanics, UI design, integration, and online leaderboard features. Here's the game overview. This is a simple reaction based game where a 3D cube rotates continuously. Each side of the cube has a different color. The game shows a hint color of the screen. The player must click the matching color on the cube to score points. Lives decreases if the player clicks outside the cube. When all lives are lost, the game ends and the score is recorded. The score is stored locally and also sent to the online backend server for the leaderboard. So the phase 5 is about gameplay implementation. Creating the multicolored cube is here. In phase 5, I created a cube using 6 quads. Instead of a single mesh, each quad was individually placed and rotated to form a cube. I assigned 6 different colors to 6 faces: red, green, blue, yellow, magenta, cyan. This allowed me to detect individual face clicks separately. Cube rotation. I added a cube controller script to rotate the cube constantly. The cube rotates around the X, Y, and Z axis. Later, when the player corrects clicks the hint color, the cube rotates faster, increasing difficulty. Detecting player interactions. I added a cube face script to each face of the cube. This script detects when the user clicks a face. If the clicked face color matches the hint, plus 2 points. If the clicked wrong face, plus 1 point, but no bonus. If clicked outside the cube, life is -1. To detect outside clicks, a separate script called misclick detector was added to the main camera. Score and lives management. A game manager script manages score updates, life reduction, game start and game over, sound effects for hints and misses. The UI text continuously updates the current score and lives. Hint color system. A color hint manager chooses one face color at random and displays it as a required target color for the player to hit. The hint color changes at a fixed interval, and later this interval speeds up when the player performs well. This adds challenge and engagement. The phase 6 is about UI design and game flow. The first one is UI panels. In phase 6, I designed and connected multiple UI screens: player name, input panel, gameplay HUD, that is scores, lives, and hints, and pause menu, then game over panel, Hall of Fame or leaderboard panel. I worked with rect transform, canvas sorting order, and anchors to maintain correct alignment across resolutions. Buttons and navigation. All buttons were linked in Unity: start game, restart, resume, and exit. View leaderboard. So the start button hides the name panel and begins gameplay. Restart relowers the scene completely. The third one is game over functionality. When all lives reach 0, gameplay stops. Game over panel activates. Score is saved locally. Leaderboard is fetched and displayed. The fourth one is bug fixes. So during this phase, I fixed several issues. Cube not visible in game view. That will be aligned camera with scene view. Then restart button not working. Then it is assigned correct method in inspector. Then the Hall of Fame text not visible. Then fixed font size, panel background, sorting order. Misclicks decreased lives even on correct click. Fixed raycast and UI blocking conditions. All these helped stabilize gameplay. The phase 7 is about backend server and online leaderboard. The first one is about the Python backend server. In phase 7, I used Python to build a backend server instead of Flask due to environment issues. I created a custom server using Python and connected it to my SQL through MySQL connector Python. MySQL database, I created a database table to store player name and score. Whenever a game ends, Unity sends the player score to the backend. API endpoints, I implemented 2 main API uploads, that is upload. Unity sends player name and score, and the score, Unity requests the leaderboard. The server sorts the scores in descending order and sends them back to JSON. Unity communication. In Unity, I wrote a leaderboard API script. At game over, Unity calls the upload API, saves score in database. Unity calls the score API, then fetches the latest leaderboard. Then the game displays live hall of fame from the server. The challenges and solutions here. The problem and the solution are the Python server not starting fixed environment, installed correct packages, localhost not reachable, changed binding to the specific version. Unity couldn't send post requests corrected from form fields and API URL, missing reference exception ensured. Leaderboard API is not destroyed, wrong JSON phrasing, parsing fixed, wrapper class in JSON Unity structure. Finally, the backend and Unity integration worked successfully. So to summarize, I successfully developed a fully functional AR/VR inspired Unity game with interactive mechanics, implemented advanced features like dynamic color hiding, hinting, cube rotation, scoring rules, and progression difficulty. Created a polished UI system with multiple panels and smooth game flow. Built a complete Python and MySQL backend system. Integrated Unity with the backend to upload the fetch leaderboard data. The game now supports both local and online leaderboard storage. This project helped me learn Unity, C hash scripting, UI UX in design, Unity, Python backend development, REST API communication, MySQL database integration, debugging, and problem solving in real time development. Thank you.